Why you gotta show Peter?
Oh, he look good.
Why you gotta show Peter?
Like, Peter look good. He got no money. He ain't got a dime, but he.
So we live, right? We are live.
Oh, we're live.
Oh. All right, y'all. So, hey, teacups, welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. It's your girl, Monica, along with my fabulous co-host, dating expert, author, the lovely Monique Kelly. Hey, Monique. Hey. Amir and Richie are running a little behind, but they should be here shortly. And we also have you got the book. That's right. We also have fintech expert Buffie Purselle, who you may also know as the personal finance advisor to the rich and famous. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one and only. Here she is right here. Teacups, we are recapping the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I can't let me see.
And I believe this is episode 12, right?
Oh God, so sorry.
Get to episode never, never, ever again. Like, okay. And today we are covering Cynthia Bailey's super spreader wedding. All right. Mm-hmm. Let's get into it.
A website called All About the Tea.
Told all about the tea that during the fight.
All right. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. So Sunday's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta starts at Cynthia Bailey's lake house, okay? The wedding we've all yarned over is...
Sorry.
Sorry. I ain't trying to be shady, but it's finally here. You know, we just couldn't wait. And it's less than 24 hours away in the middle of a hurricane. Okay.
In a pandemic.
Yeah, in a pandemic. I forgot.
And it's both of your second, third weddings. It's not your first wedding. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, Monica, or my girl Buffy.
You are making valid points. Both of you. Pandemic, second, third wedding. I mean, hurricane. If God ain't trying to send her a message, I don't know who else is. Okay.
I'll tell you something.
It's the red flags for me.
Okay. Oh, shoot. There you go, Monica.
As you young people say, it's the red flags for me. So anyway, moving right along, Cynthia's forced to move her rehearsal dinner inside her home during a pandemic. All the ladies arrive, minus Latoya and Drew. Even Eva Marcel makes an appearance. I'm like, you go, girl. You have been desperate to get back on this show. Now you have it. Because remember when she was leaving, she said, I'm never, ever, ever, ever coming back. This is it. I don't need that show. And listen, there is nothing wrong with going back on the show, but just don't do all that. The pomp and circumstance for me. It's the pomp and circumstance. Okay. Just leave quietly and come back quietly. Nothing wrong with it. So anyway, so Eva makes a guest appearance. The ladies speak on the porch about Cynthia's super spreader wedding, making headlines. Even All About the Tea's headline is shown. I'm like,
I saw that.
Barbara owe you a check, honey.
Oh, they really do. Okay, they really do. So, and Wendy Williams is dragging Cynthia in this wedding, rightfully so, though. You know, so Cynthia's feeling a little bum. She's, a little bit in her feelings. She wants everybody for her about this wedding, and they're not, and she doesn't understand why. Anyway, Kenya Moore brings up the usual topic of conversation for her, and that's Bolo dicking
Oh my
God. At Cynthia's bachelorette party. That's Kenya's favorite topic. It's now hit the blogs, and she needs to talk about it because, again, Kenya has a very minimal storyline outside of Mark dragging her, and that's it. So Cynthia's tired of talking about Bolo. Like I said, so am I. Kenya appears to be on an island alone because everybody's tired of it. But she does thank Candy for her 1% support and having her back. Thank you, Candy. That 1% helps a whole lot, okay? However, Candy believes Kenya is trying to publicly shame freaky people, and she's not okay with it. She's not. You know how Candy is. Candy stands on the front line for the freaky people, okay? Let me stop right there. Monique, what are your thoughts on that scene on the porch and all that chitter chatter?
I am so over them talking about this freaking bachelorette party. First of all, it's done and over with. Nobody cares. Good try, Kenya. The more she keeps trying to talk about it, why is she so concerned? And Candy, I can appreciate that she's keeping her mouth shut, but who cares? Who cares? And I wonder if Eva was there, how things would have gone down. Okay.
She would have been chomping. Listen, these girls like to have fun. There's nothing wrong with having some fun.
There's nothing. Have fun. Do you, boo. But on a side note, can I just say this real quick? I love Cynthia's house. Her house is absolutely beautiful. That would have been such a beautiful place for her to get married.
Oh, yeah. And save some money too, right? Yeah. It's a nice setting. It is a nice setting. It really is. Something, I don't know. I don't know. Buffy, what were your thoughts on that scene on the porch?
I want to talk about the Papa John's pizza that people were serving.
Okay, can we get into it?
I'm just saying, I know that was like a hurricane, but so the catering people quit too. They didn't show up, but all the rest of them folks show up, production, everybody else. Anyway, I'm sorry. I done flew in a pandemic for Papa John's pizza. It's a problem for me.
And you saw the squirt soda on the counter?
Oh, yes. Honey. I'm about being frugal, but when folk done flew in during the pandemic, splurge a little on the food. No, I mean, they don't have anything else going on, child. So they got to keep talking about Bolo and his third leg. I mean, it's so boring. It's so play. It's like the minute knew Drew wasn't there, but the minute she went home and told her husband about it, and he was like, whatever. I was like, y'all ain't got nothing.
Nada,
nunca, nothing, honey. It's boring. I'm sorry.
It really is. It's like, and how many episodes now is this? 4?
I don't know, 20.
Yeah, I mean, how long can we drag it out? I mean, I understand the show has nothing. I get it, but come on.
This is the longest season ever.
It is.
It really, really is. So a producer asked Kenya, why is it so important to out the women who had sex with Bolo? She says if the ladies do something sexual with all those eyes on them, it will come out. So I guess her theory is, listen, it's cameras there. It's going to come out on TV anyway. So she might as well beat them to the punch and put it out there. Okay, Kenya, I get it. I still think she's wrong for doing this, though, because at the end of the day, she's breaking girl code.
Yeah, we ain't inviting you nowhere.
No.
You don't do that. Even if you don't agree with it, you just shut up.
If you're an auntie, just be a quiet auntie. Be quiet.
Thank you.
Let the children, the nieces have fun and be quiet.
That part.
Exactly.
That part.
I honestly think she would have been down with it too if Bolo had paid her any kind of attention. She would have been down with it.
Or if Toyah had paid her some attention.
Yeah.
Right. She's acting like a jealous girlfriend.
Yeah.
Is that why she's carrying on like this?
She's just not right.
She wasn't getting no attention. Portia and all that ass was.
She's been hating on Portia since the first season that Portia came on. She can't let it go.
No, she can't. There's, I don't know what it is. Does she want Portia? That's according to Portia. Portia just recently took to social media and reposted a video of a young lady going on and on about people wanting to lick her ass. And I guess that was a shot at Kenya, you know.
What?
Yeah, girl. It was a bit too much. I had to clutch my pearls. But yeah. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. So Drew stops by. We're going to keep this thing moving.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Let me see the comments here. Checking our folks. Yeah. The gloves are, the gloves are off when it comes to enemies.
Yep.
My thing is, though, is there an expiration date on having a beef with someone? Like, really? It's been how many seasons are we down now since they Portia dragged Kenya at that reunion? Maybe 6 years, right? That was like 6 years
It's been
ago.
a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
At some point at the maturity level where we move past stuff and just forgive and heal.
Never.
There's no statute of limitation on that, huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? It speaks to, for me, I always take it back to something biblical. All she's doing is blocking her blessings. I mean, she remains manless and her face is a pop. So that's the karma, Tina, thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Monday, beautiful ladies. Aww. Shout out to my
I love how you do that. Do it again. No, do the whole like with the face.
Monica, I love your shake. I love you too, Tina. Appreciate you. Hey, Marcella.
Marcella.
Hey. Got a super chat from Marcella. She says Kenya should never be invited again. Yeah, Marcella don't play when it comes to bachelorette parties and getting her on in private.
Yes, we love her.
She is a woman of leisure, okay? And Marcella,
I ain't mad at her.
have a good time, honey, and not have nobody snitching on her. Okay, I don't blame you. Sure.
And I don't think the girls would have snitched on Kenya. I think it would have bonded them, and it would have been a great season. I don't think they would have snitched on her, to be honest.
You don't think so?
No, they wouldn't have snitched on
I
Kenya.
think they would have been like, she's showing a different side. She down, she fun. She's like, it would have been better.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What Buffie said.
Yeah. No one's as petty as Kenya. No one's petty like her. Yeah. All right. So I'm getting a little feedback on my end. Okay. Hold on. Let me fix it. I think I know what the issue is. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, that was my laptop. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the chat, I'm having more technology issues. I had them last night, but I promise you I'll get it fixed before our live tonight. Okay, let's keep this thing moving. So Drew stops by Shamia's house for a nieces minus the aunties get together, Shamia put this whole thing together and she's declaring it a judgment-free zone. Portia, Marlo, Latoya all attend. And Drew has issues with the gossip surrounding the bachelor party. Here we go again with this same narrative. Kenya has been online in videos declaring her innocence. It wasn't me, is the hashtag. And Marlo jumped on board as well as Latoya. They all posted, after the blog came out, it wasn't me. Marlo claims that she jumped on it because she's now a mother. Okay. She's raising 2 nephews and she needs to protect her reputation. I suggest Marlo scrub the internet then.
The whole internet.
Girl,
throw the whole thing away.
Girl. Now I'm usually Team Marlo, but really, girl.
This one, right.
Are you kidding me? Like, girl, huh?
Throw the whole internet away.
Who said that? I mean, what in the world? Your reputation. But you know what? Is there a statute of limitations on that kind of thing? Having 20 mugshots and stab somebody there?
No.
Well, so that's what I love about Marlo is that she has those mugshots and you see that she's changed her life. That to me is a great storyline. But don't go judging one thing, be the judge and jury on this versus that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're hypocritical.
Yeah. It's like people stop smoking cigarettes and act like, oh my God, like people can't. I understand you don't want people smoking around you, but you don't have to act like that. Or right. People who lose a lot of weight and they act like they weren't big at one point, like Heavenly. No shade. But she always calling somebody fat. It's like, girl,
And it's a difference between being fat and somebody having some body. She ain't never had nobody.
That part.
Okay, all right now. I got that shade. Buffy. Marcella, my sister, thank you so much for the super chat. Hashtag Marlo Gold Digger, not me. Was she a mother when she ran around braless on Dare? I know, right?
That was random. Wasn't that random?
I think she just got her titties done and she wanted to show them off.
I do too. I think that's what it was. And I mean, I ain't mad at him.
And what was Toyah wearing? What was that? Was she like? Was there tape or did she have tape or something on her titties? Remember when she took her shirt off? I thought I saw like tape.
Yeah, it was something. I don't, girl.
Why was I don't know why I was looking so hard, but I was like, what is that?
What is that? But let me tell you what my favorite line at this party was. If 1 + 1, if you don't know what 1 + 1 equals, I can't help you be. I'm sorry. I wasn't really in for Drew that much, but I'm team Drew now.
I know. I tell you, Drew, over the last few episodes, like that is I look forward to seeing her on the show now. She's saving the show.
Yeah, she was funny. She was.
Mm-hmm.
I like when the Chicago comes out of her.
Yes, Chicago. Yeah. Bring that out more, Drew. Bring that out more.
When she starts real slow and she's like, and she starts, like when she starts spewing off things like a bullet point, like bam.
Like, yeah. I love it.
All right, so they're at Shamia's house. So Marlo jumped on the bandwagon too because she thinks she's the Virgin Mary now or something. I don't know. Though Marlo claims that she didn't know about Kenya's video, Portia believes they're in cahoots. I do as well. She thinks Kenya is getting Marlo to co-sign that night just to have backup. I think that's why Kenya made up with
yeah, she's very strategic. Yeah.
It's not, and like she said, since they left the Isle of Palm, Kenya pretty much has forgotten her number.
How convenient.
How convenient. Rocky Nee, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. Thank you. Here Marcella go with another super chat. Listen, Marcella
Your breast is up, honey.
Okay. You know what, Buffy? Me and Marcella were talking about you the other night. She's like, Monica, I got this amazing stock tip from watching Buffy's channel. She's like, girl, you need to watch her videos. She gives good financial tips over there. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I need to do some catching up. Yeah, she made quite the coin too.
She just heard me talking about things as I walk my dog. I wasn't there.
And also, your videos on IG are the funniest freaking videos. You have me dying.
Thank you.
It's like Buffy crazy. It's so
I am.
She's my kind of crazy. She's like me.
I'm the good crack.
Yes, it's so funny.
Thank you. I love Marcella.
Yeah. Buffy, and your stuff on TikTok go viral too.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So y'all need to go follow Buffy on TikTok and YouTube. Okay? Yeah, that's how Marcella be dropping all these super chats. Okay. Yeah. Play money. Okay. So Marcella says boob tape to hold your breath. Breasts is up.
Oh, to hold your. Why not wear a bra? Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I sound like an auntie for real now.
You do say
I sound like a
solo freak. Yeah, child.
Oh my god.
Mrs. Split says, yes, Buffy's channel. I love it. Stock day trader, and it's great info. Okay, Buffy, I'm gonna get my behind over there after this. Marcella said she made a nice coin, so yeah, okay. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, say what now? So the nieces play Jenga, Truth or Dare. Toyah says she would smash Drew. She is a freak. Let me see. Maybe I take that. Maybe that's better. Marlo has to rip off her shirt. We talked about that and do 5 laps around the room. Toyah makes fun of Portia's walk. Yeah, it's hilarious, right? They're all laughing. It's a good time.
Okay, she did get Portia's walk down pat, though. That was funny.
That's a lot to tote back there. So somebody that's got a lot to tote, I understand.
I wish I could relate. I wish I could freaking relate. Okay.
It's very blessed. And so it says the way you got to walk to carry all them blessings.
Honey, that's a lot. Beautifully animated. Thank you so much for the super chat. She couldn't wear a bra with the original top she walked in with. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm a little slow, y'all. I'm a little slow today.
They probably taped her mic to, that was mic tape probably.
Oh,
they didn't have anything to tape it to. Oh, okay.
That makes sense. That makes total sense. So Toyah drops the news that Bolo posted a video. She's joking, claiming he had sex with Portia and Tanya. And Portia's like, no, he didn't. You know, she's just joking. What's not a joke is, though, Kenya's insistence that Tanya and Portia were in that room with Bolo, begging to be pounded. That's not a joke. Okay, that's real. Portia tells Toyah, you know, it's not true, girl, whatever. You know, they've been giving Toyah the side eye, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
There's something about that girl that just rubbed my spirit the wrong way.
Yeah.
Flops. Like like if you're gonna be there, like be ride or die for Kenya, if that's your friend, if you really believe that, but don't come there telling Kenya business, then being on their side. We don't trust you, honey. You know, who are you? You just flip too much, Simone.
We got Richie in the building.
What?
Hey, Richie.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Hey, Richie. Hey, boo boo.
Yes.
I didn't see you because I'm again doing this off my phone. My technology.
Oh, I thought. Yeah, that's why I text you. I was like,
Oh, thank you.
Let a brother in.
Richie's in the house, y'all. So Toyah then says that she believes Kenya is the one who leaked the story. Ain't that supposed to be her friend?
Exactly. That's why I said flip flop.
Yeah, she really is kind of all over the place.
But then Portia somehow feels it's Toyah that leaked it. She's like looking at her like, girl, I don't know if I believe that 100%. You know, now that I see you in action, you're Kenya's friend in her presence, and now you throwing her under the bus. That was kind of weird. Toyah changes the subject because she sees that, you know, they're starting to direct the heat at her, and her and Drew then get into it. I don't know how it segued kind of from like, no, I didn't leak the story. Let's change the subject into Drew and Toyah they don't like each other.
You know what though? I think was it because Drew kind of stuck up for Kenya and was just like, don't tell her business. Be very. Was that what started it?
She did.
Yeah, she did. She sure did.
Be careful. You should be careful. You shouldn't be telling people's business and certain, you know.
Yeah.
Well, she said that about the divorce stuff, you know, when she says that Mark was looking for alimony, and Drew was like, girl, you saying all that stuff, you know? So yeah, what are your thoughts?
you know, I think that Latoya was probably so used to, and this is not a bash on Kenya, so please, y'all don't take it like that.
I know they be like, Lord Jesus.
But I do think that there's something to be said about the fact that Latoya so easily revealed this information to them. And part of me thinks that she was so used to doing that with Kenya and Kenya eating it up. And when they didn't react the same, I think she felt like, oh, okay, I messed up with this group. They're not really like that. They're not trying to get down into the weeds like that with me. Let me back up. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yes, we know exactly what you mean. She was like, "Oh, these good people."
Okay.
Wrong.
And I was thinking to myself, you know, Kenya keeps talking about how she feels like, you know, the ladies would all be so interested in her if it was her that had been in the room with Bolo. And I'm like, first off, they would have all been in there too. Second, this just goes to show you that they are not those types of girls. This moment right here, that even when somebody that they don't trust. They still not letting her talk about you, who causes so much issue for all of them. They not even letting that happen to you. So to me, that spoke volumes to the different character types on the show.
Or their lack of. Yup.
That is so true. That's so
very
true.
good point. Mm-hmm.
Excellent point, because they can't even stand Kenya, and they were like, wait a minute, you're being phony and we don't like it. You know, I just think Latoya is just used to being around phony people, and phony people that switch like a snake and they adapt like that to what, you know, whatever room they're in. That's what she's used to. So getting the real like this, she's like, oh, probably makes her uncomfortable, to be quite honest with you.
What we call it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Is that a nation hoe?
Oh my God, that's amazing. I just drooled. I'm sorry. That's amazing. I'm stealing that one. Thank you, House of the Princess.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's funny.
Thank you for the super chat, Princess. We appreciate you. Latoya is what we call a nation hoe. Ooh, okay, that's new for me. She get with everyone in the community in order to get ahead. Yeah, we know that type, don't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely seems very, very fake. Okay, so we're gonna keep this thing moving. They're playing their game of Jenga. And then Drew and Latoya, like I said, they get into it. How's my sound, guys? Is it okay? Just a thumbs up. Is it okay? Okay. So they get into it. And Drew doesn't understand why Latoya is so insistent on proving that she slept with Bolo. So Latoya, has to correct her again. And she's like, look, I didn't sleep with him. He just flipped me over a table and then I made my ass cheeks clap. That's it. What is the big deal, Toyah?
And I told my man.
I made it clap. And then Latoya starts attacking Drew's marriage, talking about, your marriage is falling apart and all this other stuff. And Drew was like, she starts getting up. The Chicago starts coming out of her. I like Drew. She's feisty.
I love her. She is grown on me.
Monique, what were your thoughts on that part?
I'm loving Drew. First of all, why are you so concerned about Drew's marriage? And I love how she shut it down. And I'm loving Drew. At first, remember, I was like, I don't know. She's kind of boring. She is bringing it. We love you, Drew. Love you, Drew.
Oh.
Right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Richie, what were your thoughts?
I'm not a fan of people picking at other people for no reason. And I just feel like Latoya sort of picks at Drew because she's the newest person on the block, because you don't see Latoya giving anybody else that same energy except the new girls. So if you notice, every time she messes with somebody, it's either Drew or Fallon, which she's going to do again next week. So I just feel like if you can't keep that same energy with the OGs, those are the people you really need. If you really want to make a mark, because Buffy, they still talking about you. Okay. You ain't even do nothing.
I'm like, run me my money.
and you ain't even do nothing. But my point is that, it is because you had an organic issue. It was organic for you. Okay. You had the effect of it. But with Latoya, she's just picking at these new girls, and she knew, we don't know you yet. Okay, we don't even know why you getting divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I just feel like I don't like that. It just don't feel authentic.
It's not.
That part.
I don't like that. It just don't feel authentic.
Right. Absolutely. It doesn't. It feels really shady. Mm-hmm. Really, really shady. Buffy, what were your thoughts on that scene?
Shout out to Shamia for getting her own party. I mean, they're considering her to be a housewife.
She was trying hard.
But also to be a housewife. Whoops, I hear myself. but also I just love Drew. She was like, yeah, he flipped me up and down and did all this, and I went right on home and told my man, and my man loved it. Next, shut that right on down.
Okay.
Called secure marriage, honey. Period. I mean, Latoya's trying to get her peach, so she's trying to desperately do whatever she can, honey, to stay relevant.
Mm-hmm. Period. Period. Right? Pooh. You got to add the poo at the end. Joshua Wilder, thank you so much for the super chat. Wow. Can somebody please ring the alarm and tell Kenya that she is not Beyonce and never will be? Ooh,
ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah, nobody cut a step like Beyonce in a tight dress and 7-inch stiletto. Kenya better stop before she break an ankle trying to perform Beyonce songs. Ooh, okay. Listen, ever since Beyonce acknowledged Kenya, she'll never stop. She created a monster, I guess.
Oh,
or
just
just
win. Oh God.
fed the monster. Child, okay. So Toyah now doubles down on her assertion that Kenya leaked the story, the Bolo story, because Kenya's manless and miserable. I'm just paraphrasing. She said Kenya, is going through a divorce and all. Basically, she means Kenya's manless and miserable. Toyah tells the nieces that Mark has asked for alimony. Now, why she go and do that? She is really trying to suck up to these women. What were your thoughts, Monique?
First of all, everybody knows King is going through something, but low key, I wasn't mad that she said it because King is so busy running her mouth. Let's bring the storyline back to what's really going on in your life. Shady as heck that it was Toyah that brought it up, but honestly, I wasn't mad. Am I mean?
No. Richie, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that again, this spoke more about the other ladies in this situation because I just felt like, they had an opportunity to really, sip the tea, as the people say, but they chose not to. They chose to, hey, that's not right. Now, again, I commend them for that. And I like that moment.
Mm-hmm. Buffie. Right? Yes. I love the signs. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But additionally, I was here for Portia Luther King, and when she said the following, you just gave me the ammunition, but luckily I ain't that type of bride. Like she was like, I'm not gonna say nothing about it because you took it too low. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that about other people. And like Richie said, that shows the character of those ladies. Yeah. Because she gave her everything to totally blow up Kenya behind, but about the darn alimony, honey. But I was here for Portia saying, no, I ain't gonna say nothing about that because that's just low down. I'm gonna watch you, girl. So no, it was a good moment. I feel like it was a really good moment. Those are girls.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mercury's in retrograde.
Andrea, I'm having major issues actually. My mic is working, but I can't hear anything anyone's saying. So I have it on my phone, and that's where the feedback is. It's just a mess. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah.
We push it
that's
through.
How much you love.
It's not like we ain't black folk and we know how to make stuff work. It's gonna work.
Yes. That means you love what you do. You make it work, girl. That's how we love it.
We rig it. It's gonna work.
I love y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm trying my best. I was gonna cancel the live, right? I was.
We ain't shutting this down
trying to get this stuff to work.
I got my chlorophyll ready. Let's get
so let's just keep this thing moving. So Toyah doubles down looking for friends and outs that, and they all put her in her place and say, why are you, telling Kenya's business? You need to zip it, let it go, rightfully so. I mean, she's really playing herself, as they say in the streets. She's playing herself, you know? So the day of the wedding has arrived. Yay. And Bravo is not filming the COVID wedding.
Allegedly, because that footage showed.
And Cynthia, in my opinion, is selfish for endangering 250 plus people's lives like that. How dare you? How dare you? It's just you're too grown for this mess. You know, you're too up in age for this. You've been married, 3 or 4 times before, girl. Like, and I believe in love. Love is a beautiful thing, but not feeling this. What were your thoughts, Monique? Because that's all I got for the wedding. That's it. I'm not going to even get into details because it wasn't filmed by Bravo.
Well, she did beautiful. I will say that she looked beautiful, but I have a real, and I love them and I'm rooting for them, but I just have a real issue with them having a wedding and all those signs, like we said before, the hurricane, everything of them having this super spreader wedding. I have an issue with that. But you know what? You can't really be mad at them because all them camera hungry people still went to that wedding. And I want to tell people again, wearing a face shield does not work if you do not have on a mask in addition to it. Someone at that wedding got COVID. They just probably made them sign that they wouldn't tell people they got it. Somebody got COVID that day. Somebody.
Several.
I want to go. I agree with you. And I want someone to go do a skip chase and go back and talk to every single person that attended that wedding and see who's still alive, who's not.
Oh, no.
Anyone in their families got sick because some people are carriers and they just spread it. You know, I want someone to go and use that as a case study, that whole wedding, because it was so wrong on so many levels and so selfish. Richie, what were your thoughts?
Well, again, I try not to judge the people for doing the things in the panorama that they do. Okay. But what I was interested in was the hot mic moments that we got from the wedding. We got Eva talking about everybody got effed by Bolo. Okay. So that was one. And then there was the one that was omitted. That was Candy and Kenya, where the cameras followed them into the bathroom, okay? And they were talking about Tanya apparently not telling her partner, allegedly, the truth because she might be afraid that she was going to leave him. And Candy tell Kenya, well, she better lie or if she don't want him to leave. Those were the moments that I was the most interested in getting. Although we didn't get that moment last night, we were teased that in the trailer. So these are the things that I was looking for throughout the wedding. And I only got the Eva hot mic moment. So I'd be looking for those little details right there.
Eva, who wasn't even there at the bachelorette party.
Yeah. Yeah. Buffie. Yeah. Good points, Richie. Buffie, what were your thoughts on the super spreader wedding?
As an MRSMD, just y'all shouldn't have done it. Especially when it's the third wedding. And then y'all know how I am about wasting money on weddings. I eloped. It may have been to France, but I still eloped.
Right, you eloped in Paris. Like, come on.
I can't spend my money on myself and my man and not every damn body else. Sorry, I cursed. I'm sorry. But the point is, it was boring. She looked beautiful though. Everybody looked lovely. Had a nice beat.
She looked so pretty, and she was like, there was a different spirit, but she did look pretty. That dress was beautiful.
She looked beautiful. It's just dangerous, very dangerous and irresponsible. And I can understand if she was.
She did look beautiful.
If it was Noelle, that's a different. You know what I mean? But it's just you've been married before. So,
I got a question though. Because I feel like, and this is no shade to Atlanta or the Georgia. Okay.
Say it. I know where you're going. Go there.
But ain't everything open down there anyway? The clubs, bowling alleys, the roller skating rings, the auditoriums, the concert halls, VIP. Okay. All of that stuff is open. So I'm assuming they probably didn't get the memo that it was still going on.
You got a good point, Richie.
Now, the whole CDC is in Atlanta. They got the darn point.
Where the CDC at? Because the people ain't over there. They at the club.
Yeah, Atlanta been showing their ass this whole pandemic. No shade, Buffy, but Atlanta been showing their asses.
Listen. The Atlanta I live in is on lockdown.
Okay.
Speak for the other areas.
Okay, I'm in California. I can't even barely go out to get something to eat. Okay.
Let me just tell you, I stay behind the gates at Purselle Manor. I ain't in these streets.
Joshua Wilder, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm new to this show. I've been watching previous episodes and I love it here. And gonna show support every chance I get. P.S. DJ Richie is fine.
Yes, he is, honey.
Listen, we get these super chats because Richie is fine.
Okay, look at these seducers with an eye.
He's quite the sight to look at. That skin, the teeth.
On that show. We saw him.
Oh Lord. Richie must have a hard time in life, just women throwing their drawers at him, men just
ain't that funny?
turning around and just, just tooting the booty out. I mean,
Richie, we don't give a damn. We gonna still try.
All right, y'all. So on to Portia and Dennis.
This is disrespectful.
I'm sorry. I was like, is just a pickup scene? Did they film this, just because? What is the point? Anyway, so Portia's pissed because Dennis posted that he's single as which he is. And apparently Dennis has been texting Portia, accusing her of having men in her bed at night, and he don't like it. My thoughts on this scene was, could y'all please just go home and get in the bed and do something, please, because it's just a silly scene. Just go home and have sex, and that's it. Okay, call it a day. What were your thoughts, dating expert Monique? What were your thoughts on that scene?
I find it so funny. Men like him, and I won't compare him to another reality show star who's a total whore, because I don't think Dennis is that bad. But you cheated on her when y'all were together, then you guys break up. If Portia chooses to have 10 men in her bed, she can do what she wants to do. You should have thought about that before you start cheating on her. But I will say this, there's something about Dennis where I like him and I like them together, and I'm still rooting for them because there's love there. And I think he's genuinely a good guy. So I'm kind of conflicted because I do have hope for them. Yes, I do have hope.
Yeah. I don't know. Dennis kind of looked attractive last night. What was I drunk?
That was a fresh lineup.
I feel like you were drunk.
I was drunk, but I thought he looked.
He must be getting facials and stuff. I don't know. Richie, what were your thoughts?
Okay, so initially I was like, "Oh, I'm glad the scene will only be 5 minutes," because I really can't. I don't really understand the dynamics of the back and forth with Portia and Dennis, and they kind of exhaust me from everything we went through last year with them. And I don't like talking about them. However, what I did like was the juxtaposition of having, Cynthia's lavish wedding, and then showing this 5-minute breakup scene at the end. It was an interesting little dynamic there that I felt like they threw in at the last second at the end of the episode. And it felt like a breakup. And we had heard her talk about it throughout the season. But I did feel like as storytellers,
yes,
they needed to show us the breakup because otherwise it felt disjointed and we just heard her speak about it so much. So to see this felt like a nice little period at the end of that story.
Maybe they should have aired it 2 episodes
ago. For sure. I like how you broke that down, Richie. That was good. Mina Hill, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. ATL was wilding out the whole pandemic. Yeah. I don't know about the CDC down there.
Wasn't me.
Buffy, what were your thoughts on that scene?
I mean, first of all, Richie is fine, but he also smart with all them degrees over there, how he broke that storytelling down. We appreciate that education. But additionally, I was just here for Portia's coat.
Mm-hmm.
all I saw of that scene. And yeah, y'all was both drunk. He ain't nowhere. I think the dynamic between the two of them, she probably lay it down.
You think so? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to.
She ain't wasting her time in the bedroom. Now y'all know that. No, no, she ain't wasting her time with that. So he must be laying it down because that ain't nowhere cute. Sorry.
Well, she says she kind of lazy in the bedroom, though.
I said he must lay it down. So that's a bona fide. Laying it down and coins will suggest you ain't cute.
Vanessa wants to know, Buffy, is that you?
What? Yes. Hi, I'm back.
Bye, Monique. You gotta go. Bye. Yeah, Monique's had to go.
I got a few more minutes too.
Manifest our destiny. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can't believe I made it to work intact after listening to y'all shady bees. Oh Lord, do not, trigger warning, do not drive, okay, while listening to this podcast. We don't want you to get into an accident. Okay, yeah. I agree, Joanna. That was a fake scene. Thank you for the super chat, Manifest Our Destiny. We appreciate you. Well, because I'm having technical difficulties today, I am not going to take calls. I'm sorry, guys. But I am going to get this issue fixed and rectified before tonight. Buffy, sis, how can they find you?
I am Buffie Purselle on Instagram, and I am Buffie Purselle, no, Just Being Buffie on TikTok. And y'all, YouTube and me don't work. So, I appreciate these two people because they do the work. And I hands down to y'all because YouTube is full-time 16 jobs. So and soon my eyewear line is coming out, y'all. Can you see? MRS.
Ooh.
These are called Hey Girl.
So pretty.
I like.
Richie.
Oh, you guys can find me at DJ Richie Scott on Instagram and on the YouTube. I'm gonna leave the TikTok right now to Buffy because again, that felt like the 16th job. Okay, because it's just a lot. Okay, it's a whole new world for me. I can't manage it all and try to be on Clubhouse and Bigo and all these other things. Just follow me on Instagram and YouTube, y'all.
Buffy does have that TikTok. Hands down. She has it mastered. Her videos go viral. Like I said earlier in this video, go follow Buffy for the great financial tips, okay, and education that she drops on her. She drops some gems on her channel here on YouTube. Marcella told me she made a bag off of something Buffy said. So I need to go back and watch some of the, Richie, a bag.
Give me a present and stuff. Like, girl, y'all need to send me nothing.
Yeah. And she's viral on TikTok. So make sure you follow her. I reside here on YouTube, guys. I'll ask that you subscribe to the channel because I drop content along with my wonderful panel and people that call in on a daily basis. I'll be back here live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love you all. Mods, thank you for holding down the chat. Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, thank you so much for helping me keep the lights on. I want y'all to stay safe and be blessed. Love you. Bye, y'all. Bye.